Whoa! Hello! Hello, 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 people. I'm a new model. I finally got this. I posted a model showcase and stuff, and it was also in the starting soon screen. It's like the background of that for whatever reason. I thought it'd look cool. I'm gonna mess around with that some more. I have to mess around with like everything so much more. But I posted the fucking character design and shit of this like a month ago, 2 months ago almost now. And said, I'm getting a new 3D model. Gonna be this. It's finally done. I'm finally streaming with it because it's been like a week since I posted online, I think. Actually, I have no idea. It may have not been a week. I think I got it like I got the model like over a week ago at this point. Like last Tuesday. And I think today is Wednesday, so I'm not completely sure. So it's been a little bit. Maybe should have done it sooner, but like, whatever. I had to have the energy, and I was also working on a bunch of stuff for this. The overlays I'm not happy with. I made them myself. Well, like, the backgrounds and stuff, they're like from... I don't remember what site. It's like... It's on my card. It's on my card somewhere on my website. Which also, I did mess around with a lot. I like redesigned that a little bit, not like a full redesign. I had some new pages, I did some stuff with that. And I added like the blend shapes for this model. It wasn't really that hard. But I did do that, and I messed around with those to make it, more expressive and all that. So, you can see me and all that. Thank you. I think it does look amazing. I really love the eyes. Eyes are always a very big point for me. Big. Point the right word there? Focus? Something like that. I'm gonna show the full model in a second. Here. I totally didn't, like, haphazardly set this cam up. Hold on. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, wait 1 second. Oh shit, did that show? Wait, fuck, what did I do? Oh shit. Okay, wait, don't worry, we're fine. Ignore that there's like nothing under me right now. Okay, let's just go to this. Oh shit, wait, hold on. Okay, that should have fixed it. That did not fix it. This is... Okay. Hold on, don't worry. There's nothing to worry about here. 1 second. If I switch to the other thing, it should fix itself. Okay, so this is me here. This is also this overlay, by the way. We're just gonna stay here for a second because I think I need to fix something really quick. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. 1 moment. No, that's correct. Wait, this is... Yeah. This should be correct. Okay, now if we go back... Okay, so this is correct. What did I do last time I fucked it up? Oh, right, I remember. And now? Okay, we're good. I realized what I did. Okay, so... Start up here. You can see in here, oh shit, don't need to go that close. We've got the choker here that says Amy. It's a little low res here, but that's okay. That happens to the best of us. And then there's some boobs here. I don't know if they move. Oh well. Well, there's also the shirt here. I don't know if this is a shirt. I don't know what you call this. The top? You just call it a top. That's generic. And we got the little buttons. We got the little stripey things. Very cute. Very cutesy. That was the idea. We got a skirt here with these little thingies. I don't know what these are called, what you refer to these as, but they're pretty cute. And if we look over here, we can see I have two little like keychain kind of things. Left of which is the world ends with you player pin design, and the right of which is Canty from FLCL, his head with the atomic symbol, because those are two of like my favorite things ever. So those are there. I'm gonna take a look at the back here. She's got kind of puffy sleeves. There's her hair from the back. And here we can see like she is a robot, of course. You can see some little lines here. Assembly line type shit, doll joint type shit. Fingernails painted. And also a lot of finger joints there. The thigh highs. And then the shoes, which apparently in Vroid they don't let you do like separate colors for each shoe, which is kind of funky. So did this instead, which you know, hey, it works. Little kind of boot things. And these are cute too. They're a little frilly? Is that what they're called? Frills? Frilly? You know how it is. And we also have these little thingies, and we got the belt. You can't see it. You can't see the belt here, but it is a power button. It looks like a power button. And I'm trying to get her boobs to move, but they are not. And then we also have the little we got screws here, with little screw things. Lines, you know how it is. You know how it be sometimes. And then we're back here at the face. We got like a little chippy thing here. Little spiky spikes. We got the triangle. You know, I'm a big fan of the triangle. A cursor. Got like a little infinity symbol. Like made of kind of wires. There's a thing, what do you call it? There was a few things they couldn't make in Vroid, right? In this model, I'll reiterate. I didn't say it this stream, but like, I've said it many others and stuff. It's by Dot Paper Ground Dot. Great artist, great Vroid artist. But there's something, they work in Vroid, and Vroid has some limitations. They didn't make the hat really, which is but I am getting the hat commissioned by someone else, and maybe I'll get the other stuff commissioned by someone else as well. The other accessories, which is a bag, supposed to be a little bag she has, which is actually where those pins are supposed to be on. This was like, you know, a little workaround. And back battery, but that's a little complex. I don't know if I got the budget for that. Oh, and I do have blue interior mouth. It got like a pretty pink tongue. I always like it in characters when they kind of got like a weird mouth, like a weird colored interior mouth. I don't know if it's like a specifically me thing. I think it's cool when like glowing like a deep blue or something. I mean, this isn't a deep blue, but this is more my color style. But that's the kind of thing I like. I'm very close to the camera now. And here, can we look? Nope. I wanted to get a closer look at the eyes. Here. So, can I get any closer? Maybe if I like angle it. Can I angle it more? No? Okay. Well, here you'll probably see the eyes pretty well still. We have one pink. Or well, I think it's called the Skrillex. Like the kind of like the white of the eye, like, you know, in a human. We got one pink, one blue. I'm kind of like, mixed feelings on heterochromia in designs. You know, it's a bit overused. I think it worked pretty well for mine, and it's not. And it's a little different, right? Because I like the idea of like, what do you call it? Sclera being a different color. It's a bit unique, a bit different than how it usually is. It gives it a different vibe. I think it helps with the robot vibe going on. And then the actual iris. Oh, and this one's blue. This one's blue. You know, because pink and blue, favorite colors, best colors ever. I need to like look over here. You can see this like at the outer edges of the iris, like wires. Not wires. Circuitry. You know, it's a little circuitry design. And then the middle is kind of yellow. It's like be evocative of like, you know, chip, computer, you know, that kind of thing. And there's some other colors in there, just because, you know, it looks nice, it looks pretty. It's supposed to be a focus point. You know, catches your eye. There's some pink in there. It's blue. Some green even. I like green. I don't know how I would have incorporated green into this more. I don't think I would, but I do like the color green. And then you can also see the eye makeup itself. We kind of got this like little red thing, little reddish kind of makeup kind of thing. Oh! Actually, I'll show that. Wait, is that no? Okay. Wait. So we got the reddish thing, which always looks cool. We kind of got like these little. I don't know how the fuck to describe those. A lot of artists do that, where it's like the eye is like coming out of the eye more at the bottom with that like the eyelashes. It looks cool either way. It looks pretty. And we got like a bunch of little like kind of color things on the eye makeup. Big eye makeup. Eye makeup is like also my favorite. I guess I'm really into eyes. Like my favorite kind of makeup. And I'm closing the wrong eye. Wait, okay, here. We'll go over here. Is that supposed to be like showing there? I'm sure it is. I'm sure this isn't an issue. But yeah, you can see I'm winking. It's a little bit of a pain because like I want to do winking in some of my assets, like PFPs and stuff, but then I'm kind of like missing one part, you know? I'm missing like you're not getting the pink and blue Skrillex. This is kind of sad. Like I want to show that off because it looks cool as fuck. And here we got like there's a little kind of like heart nose thing, little heart like kind of thingy. These are just like there's no meaning behind these like things on your face. It's just supposed to look kind of robotic. I just thought, hey, like, I don't know, like some kind of plate attached there. God knows. But it looks cool, you know? And the heart is very cute. And the character design is done by Zoe Void, who I told away with for many months on this. Like 2 months. I kept being like, no, I want this can be dumb. We can do this. Why don't we do it this way? Or this, you know, I'm kind of a bitch. But it ended up good. I don't think she's upset at me. I sent her the memes that I make with the model now. I sent her one, which I will show. I'm gonna show the stuff I've been doing with the model. In a moment. And we also have the eyebrows. You can see one's pink, one's blue. I didn't want to like go too hard on duality stuff, sorta. Like I didn't want to like have the focus be like, you know, like a character with like, you know, like split hair, split clothing, split eye color. That wasn't the focus. That was not like a theme of this design. I just think like in some little bits, like, you know, switching it up a little bit made sense. For most of it, it doesn't. It's not there. So it's like chill. Yeah, let me get that out of your face. I think I can actually like move in like in Wardo now in my program. And then this is like kind of yellow and pink. There's some buttons on it. Who knows what happens if you press them? Maybe I'll like explode. Is there anything I didn't show off? Those are the panties, but I don't know if I can show that on Twitch. That might be illegal. I might get like arrested. I think that's fairly everything for this. It can do dances. It can do poses. The skirt is very fucky. That's a V-Roid problem, unfortunately. It's just how it's rigged in V-Roid, however that works. The default rig, which is what you use, doesn't involve rigging the program. Skirt's very fucked up. Like when I try to do like any sitting pose or anything like that, it's like, nah, I don't like this. I can show it. I can show a little bit of it. I'm kind of fucking up my setup here a little bit doing this, but it's like, it's chill. Here, let's get animation. I did, in my model showcase, have a little meme at the end, which was funny, I think, I hope. Probably not. Happens to the best of us, though. So, like, here. I don't know how this is. Like, okay. So if we do this, oh, okay. Yeah, it always moves me down further, so like, the skirt kinda fucky a little. You can't see it that great on this one, but... And I wanna like utilize these poses and types of shit more for like I wanna have like a cool one for like, you know, like a special one for like chatting and shit. But like, as you can see, it's a bit fucky. Hopefully I'll be able to get it fixed by someone. I tried fixing it myself. Blender's not fun. Do not recommend it. I gave up. But hopefully there's some other valiant soldier who I can commission to fix that. That won't bankrupt me. And then there's... in Wardo, I have some dances downloaded. This one's pretty good. Wait, shit. You know. I think it's still face tracking. A little bit of Club Penguining, which I never played as a kid. I don't know, I've been told that they had a free version by people, but like, I never was able to figure that out as a kid. I always thought you had to pay for it. I could never get I like asked my parents like twice. But I wasn't like, I didn't know anyone who played Club Penguin or anything. I didn't really know why I was asking. I just heard about it. But I guess I gave up pretty quickly. I can also, I don't have any like tracking shit, like full body tracking. I don't got like sensors or anything. There is a webcam type thing for it, which I'm trying to like work. It's functional. It's very fucky, but I think that's just the nature of it. Like, I want to do some hand tracking for some streams, but like, it's very fucky. I'm trying to figure out how to make like a bit like the tolerable levels. And like, if it was up to me, I was just gonna like probably never stream, just constantly improve the stream without ever streaming. That's kind of my thing. But I was like, you know, I should probably just try to stream with this instead of like needing like everything to be like super perfect and like evolved and amazing. Yeah, here we go. Little California girls. You know how it is. I think these are mostly... I think I did see, when I was looking earlier, that attribution is required for some of these dances. So I'm going to check who did those real quick. I know I have the picture in my head of their avatar. Yeah, on the Wardo Workshop. I think these are mostly by Ana Fuyuko. So, that's out there. Do I have? There's caramel dancing. Pretty cute. And then there's also just like a bunch of like idle, like still static poses, which is a Wordo thing. Like they're not custom. I don't think they probably got it from somewhere. I don't know if they're custom. They're not like they're in this program. In that sense, it's not like by someone who didn't make the program. Here, they're standing, female standing. Like I can sort of have my hands together. Kind of weird. I've posted some stuff online of like my character doing stuff. It's mostly been in VRM posing desktop where I've been doing that. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. No, I don't think any of it has been like via just tracking. Yeah, I'm doing down here. I think this is like a PAL. This one. Don't want to look at you. I feel like my hand, I don't know if it's something specifically about my hands. The hands don't really end up aligned like the little thumbnail in the program shows. Kinda like, it's a little apart. I guess it gets the point across. You can tell that's supposed to be a heart, I think. Just have my hands together, I guess. I suppose, but like, it's not proportional. It's just kind of too wide. Not like taller, you know? It's just wider. And then here, this is like, I want a hug, I guess. Sorta? Yeah, pose. Yeah. I'm more of a puppy girl, I think, but I don't know if they have any dog poses. I mean, I think there is one dog-related pose, but I don't know about that one here. Oh, this is a little lean forward, kind of like Saul. I love Saul. Just kinda, you know, if you're scared, you're stressed, you know how it be. You do this pose. It's what everyone does. Alright, get me the fuck out of this. Get me the fuck out of this. Alright. I think I'm gonna go to the screen capture screen because I'm just gonna like, I got some photos to show and shit, and it's just easier to just look at my fucking my Fediverse account to show them than like having to fucking add them into the scene and shit. And we're gonna talk about anime today. I wanted to talk about like the spring 2024 season of anime coming up a little bit. There's only like one anime I'm interested in, I think. I want to talk a little bit about the anime I've been watching. But there's also a few things I wanted to show off more like related to like content stuff. Hopefully this doesn't break everything when I switch over here. Wow, that actually didn't break anything. It was pretty perfect. I also have it so that now, like, my program automatically decreases resolution when I switch to this scene, so it's easier on my PC, like, when I'm playing games and shit. It shouldn't look any worse, but it's a little weird because, like, so the caption... Okay, so Wardo is rendering this in 720p, right? And it's going into OBS as 1080p. And then OBS is rescaling it down to 936p. It's a little weird. It should be okay. I mean, like 720p, and also like this isn't actually, you know, like this. I'm not taking up the whole screen here, so it's not actually directly scaling into 1080p, and then it's not actually going down just as 936p. It should look good. I turned on a new, like, a different, a higher quality downscaling filter because I always felt like things were looking kind of blurry before when I would check the stream VODs a little bit. But we'll place okay now. Now let me turn on Chrome because that's what we're gonna look at because that's what I use for stream shit. Oh shit! Oh, it's there. Okay, that's good. Oh, I need to turn. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I just make this full screen. Wait, I can't see the tabs then. What? Fuck. Okay, I'll just do it like this. Oh, I just did something. Okay, nope, we're okay. And I have this set to not play whatever audio this plays to the VOD track. So if you're watching the VOD, because I'm probably gonna be looking at an anime PV or two. I'm sorry. Sorry. And time it up if you want. If you want to hear the anime VOD audio, if you want to go somewhere else and check that out, you can do that. But no. I meant to. What do I want to look at first? I need to find my account. It should be easy. I need to avoid the porn. That's the real challenge. This is my Fediverse account. You guys don't know. Never checked Fediverse, just kind of fucked up. This is pretty funny. Pretty funny. This is kind of the main thing I wanted a 3D model for. Is to just do funny shit, fucking posing and shit. And so I use VRM posing desktop for this, which is it has no tracking. Or you don't have to do any tracking, right? It's not focused on tracking. It gives you a UI, and it shows you all the bones and shit in your character, and so you can move them around, that kind of shit. So I can move my hands, to be together like that, replicate the Shinji pose, and then I put the 3D model chair that they had there by default, and Photoshop the background in, and I can take 8K screenshots of it, which I do for some reason. It can render in 8K, and I have an 80 megabyte flustered picture of this model for some reason. Okay. No, okay. That's fine enough. We'll go to the content account now. I think that was on there anyway. I should have gone here in the first place. This is the character design. I'm pretty sure I've had to have shown this on here before. But if I didn't, here it is. This is the character design. Zoe Void. Goat. She's a goat. She's on VGen. You can commission her for porn. I've been thinking about it. I don't know if it'd be weird, to commission your character designer to do porn of the character you designed with them. That weird? I think it's probably chill. It feels a little funky. Anyway. Oh, I still have this pin. I need to redo this intro. Okay. And then here you can also it also, so how do I say this? The face of the model is made up of individual blend shapes, right? So that's jaw open. That's smile left and smile right. And in VRM desktop program, whatever it's called, it lets you individually just slide those sliders. So I can slide, it's 0 to 1. I can slide smile up to 0.25 or whatever. And so I can manually kind of craft blend shapes, like an expression. That may not be easy to do, or maybe impossible to do, just with your face tracking and stuff. And it's also allows to be a lot more consistent, a lot more static, stable, whatever. And so I did that for a bit. For some of these, I got this blush texture, blush expression thing online. The middle texture of the face, and I did the rest. I actually updated this. I didn't like this one. I think I have it. No, it's not updated. I don't think I posted the updated one anywhere. But there is one. It's on my YouTube profile. I think it's on this profile pic too, on Twitch. And then there's a pout. I'm pouting. And there's a disgusted. I spent like at least an hour on these each. They really like, you know, get them just the right expression, just perfect. And I have put this meme as the banner in many places. I was making like a nice banner that was like showcasing my model and shit, when I was like, nah, this is funny. I like this. And speaking of, it's probably on my mind because I saw End of Evangelion in the theaters like the past week whenever it was out. It's pretty fun. I was pretty anxious, but it was fun. It was cool seeing that in theaters. I didn't think I'd ever be able to. I guess I didn't really think about it much though. I didn't watch End of Evangelion, and I was like, damn, I can't see this in theaters. Actually, I might have. I've said that for some movies. That's possible. I did say that. But either way, I am happy that I got to see it in theaters. Awesome experience. Tumbling down in theaters went so fucking hard. That scene hit so different. If you didn't get to see it, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nothing else that can really be said there. I feel like I should have rewatched Evangelion beforehand, though. I understood, like, I knew what was happening and everything, but I feel like it would have hit better. Like, I've already rewatched the show twice, but I should have rewatched it for the movie. Because it did feel like just kind of watching it on its lonesome. It was kind of like, you know, like, I kind of went in and went out, you know? It didn't really hit in the context of the story and stuff, like, the same. So I do regret that a little. But, like, it's whatever. I had a good time. It was cool to see that on the big screen. I'm glad that, like, theatrical re-releases are kind of becoming more of a thing. Because, like, it's, like, been for a long time. Where, like, if you aren't born at the same time the movie released, like, you're just fucked. You don't get to see the movie in theaters ever. Like, that's kind of shit. I think, like, big cities, you know, they have, like, indie theaters and stuff that do more theatrical re-releases and that kind of shit. Not even re-releases, right? They just, like, kind of play whatever they want, you know? They don't go by, like, the same kind of, you know, gotta play the blockbusters all the time, or, like, gotta do, like, the Phantom events of, like, the main theaters. And I'm specifically talking about America here. So, and if you don't live in a big city with one of those, like, you're kind of like, shit. And if it's like a foreign film, right? Like anime film. If you weren't born at the time the movie was out, and you weren't like, you didn't want to go see it then, and you weren't in that country or whatever, it's like you're fucked. And I remember, like, this is like the first time End of Evangelion has been shown in North America, I believe. I hope it isn't the last. Because, like, I don't think there should be really, like super special events like this kind of shit. I think it should just be, like, a thing that happens. Like, you know, re-release a film every once in a while in theaters. Like, I don't know how many new films come out nowadays. I have no idea, honestly. But surely we can spare some room in theaters for older movies. So we can, you know, build some more theaters. Like, how packed do the theaters get? Like, how many people care about, like, just new movies? I would probably go to the movies more. Probably, like, significantly more if they had re-releases more frequently. Because, like, most of the time, like, the new releases, like, I just don't really give a shit, or I don't think they're worth seeing in theaters. But there's, like, probably, like, when did films start? There's, like, 100 years to pull on of movies. That's infinitely more than what's currently releasing. What currently just came out. Like, it feels pretty stupid to only be showing that kind of shit, like, in the big theaters, outside of, like, you know, Phantom events comes to you and it's like, you have to fucking show this. For the love of God, we'll give you money. And it's like, if you're not lucky enough that this thing you like has that happen, you're fucked. And like, look, thankfully, it's been happening with anime more and more recently. You know, anime films have become bigger in America. There's been more shit for it recently, which is great. It's great. What if you aren't into anime films? What if your thing is like Bengali cinema? Like, when are you gonna get your Bengali cinema in your theater? You're not. You're not gonna get it. And that's kind of shit. Right? And like, for anime movies, like, it's still like a thing where it's like, they're very limited releases. So like, if you maybe like Your Name, right? If you didn't see that back, and this was back when, at least in my area, I'm gonna make the general assumption of America, there's more limited release of anime films when they aired that originally, when that originally came out in America. If you didn't see that then, if you didn't happen to have a theater close enough then, and we had to drive like an hour and a half to go see that. Which isn't everyone isn't as dedicated for that, or doesn't have the ability to do that. And it's like, then you're fucked. And that's shit. You shouldn't be fucked. Not in that way. That's like, fucked. If you want to see your fucking, Your Name, they should have this shit playing. Like, the theater should just like be putting on random shit, when they want. Like, it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think all of the other reindeer was ever in theaters. It was a TV movie. It's only like 40 minutes. I've heard of like some short films getting theatrical releases, and I always think it's like, who wants to go to the movie theater to watch like a 20-minute film? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would ever do that. Because like, I watched like end of Evangelion, which was like 80 minutes, and I felt like it kind of just went by. Like, like that felt like a short one to me. It's like, okay, well, movie started. Okay, movie's over. Movies are like pretty long nowadays, though. To be fair, hasn't been the norm. Wasn't the norm. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how long Dune Part 2 is. Probably pretty long. Oppenheimer was 3 hours. I watched that recently. I'm just fucking talking shit. We'll go back to the chatting screen for right now. Like, Oppenheimer was 3 hours, right? 3-hour director's cut. I think all of the other reindeer is perfect as it is. I think it's a good movie. And I will say, oh yeah, we'll have that on the record. All of the other reindeer is pretty fire movie. Do recommend. Christmas time comes up again, it always does. Watch all of the other reindeer. Pretty fire. Olive may be trans, something like that. Some trans allegory there. Possible. Who knows? Probably all of the other reindeer creator probably like, no, it's not. But like, hey, art's for interpretation, right? But yeah, I watched Oppenheimer recently. Yeah, that shit was like 3 hours. I watched it over like 2 or 3 days. I paused a good number of times just because of stuff. It was a decent film. I've seen like on Reddit, right? Like, it seems like people have been complaining about it recently. I find kind of weird. But it seemed to be... I don't even know what the reception was at release. I haven't thought about the movie too much. I feel like it felt a little aimless. I don't want to go into spoilers, right? I won't... What the fuck am I talking about? What do I mean spoilers? I don't know what I meant by that. But it's like, it's framed as like the main event of the movie is like this trial, right? Which happened. It was a little confusing how they jumped around in the timelines and shit. So, I mean, if you don't know this bit of history and you don't want to be spoiled for the Oppenheimer movie, you you can like pause for a few minutes. I don't know. But like Oppenheimer like has like a bunch of shit like where like there's like some Security Council within the United States Congress that decides to not renew his security clearance. I believe this is some years after, World War II. And then, but that isn't the main framing. So there's the stuff where it's kind of like, not in present, but like kind of the main part of his life where he's like working on the nuclear bomb and stuff. And that's framed as sort of a flashback to the like, it's not a trial, but like the meetings with the Security Council Oppenheimer was having about renewing his security clearance, which is framed as a flashback to a confirmation of a cabinet member who was the head of that committee. Feels very bizarre, and it's a weird choice for a movie called Oppenheimer, focused on Oppenheimer. And I mean, like, most of it is Oppenheimer, right? It is about Oppenheimer. But it's like, if it's framed as that confirmation hearing, that's like the focal point. That's what everything keeps coming back to. It keeps flashing forward back to that. I don't know why they chose that as the framing. I don't feel like that makes sense. Is this what the main point of Oppenheimer's life? Is this like the critical, like, kind of like climax, the conclusion? Does this neatly wrap up everything of Oppenheimer's? Is this really like display him and his life in this? Is this the end? Is this the end point? It's like, no, it isn't. It didn't feel like it. And there was a lot of time spent on like going back to that confirmation hearing and his interrogations about his security clearance. On interrogations, it was a weird scenario. You'd have to. It's like there's a word for it I remember, but like, you can watch the movie. But the parts with like where he's at like Los Alamos and like working on the nuclear bomb and all this shit, that's neat. But it feels like the movie kind of didn't really have much of a through point. I didn't know what the point of it all was. I didn't know what they were really trying to show me or tell me in the end. I felt like, okay, Oppenheimer built bomb, had some feelings on it. This Security Council thought he was a communist. And this guy ends up not getting confirmed because they're like, that was an unfair, like, not renewal of the security clearance. And it's like, okay. Alright then. Yeah. Alright, it's cool. Probably would have been a more interesting, more of a good movie if it focused on Oppenheimer. But I mean, like, I don't really know much about Oppenheimer's life and shit, right? I don't know what, like, the through line would be. I feel like maybe, because it's a biopic in a way, right? So if you're starting to focus on just like the World War II bombs and stuff, then at that point it shouldn't be about specifically Oppenheimer. Sorta, unless you want just a cut of Oppenheimer's life. I feel like they could have done it better. Like I'm watching Oppenheimer and I'm seeing fucking like Strass, this fucking the leader of that council or whatever guy, like for like half of the movie, like an hour of the movie. Especially towards the end, it gets more and more into that. And it's like, this dude isn't Oppenheimer. That's Robert Downey Jr. Fucking Iron Man there. What's he doing here? It feels almost like it's almost maybe even a little demeaning, right? Like this is the framing you put Oppenheimer's life in. I mean, a huge historical significance. And like they showed bits of like, they talk about bits where he's like, what's the word? About what he does after the war. Like, but they don't really get into it. it like every like only after the war stuff is that one like the meetings with the Security Council and then Strauss's like confirmation hearing. Like Oppenheimer, like, you know, he has a lot of feelings on towards the bombs, right? Like, and like they get into like how he feels about making better nuclear weapons and stuff. They sort of touch upon it, but they kind of gloss over it, which seems like, what? I want to hear that. I'm curious. Like, really weird choices on what to focus on. It's really hard to discern what the film was going for from it. Like, it was still enjoyable. I don't know what I'd give it. Like, I use like 3 stars, 4 stars. I mean, I enjoyed it, so maybe 4, maybe like 3.5, 3, because I'm pretty mixed feelings, I guess. I mean, I did enjoy the whole thing, but as like a product, like as like, you know, as a piece, you know, it's kind of unfocused. Whatever. Did I watch anything else recently? There's some anime I've been watching recently, which is what I mainly want to talk about. I didn't mean to talk about Oppenheimer so much, but that's okay. Chill. Cool. The main thing I've been watching recently, which is weirdly enough, like, what do you call it? And the anime, like, I don't usually watch seasonal shows, right? I don't usually watch shows while they're airing. At the very least, I don't usually keep up with them. But I have been keeping up with Gushing over Magical Girls. It's very much up my alley. It's like, if you don't know of it, it's like a Yuri focused magical girl BDSM anime, borderline hentai, which is like kind of, you know, kind of my thing. What? Ryan Gosling? Tip $20. Who's right? Thank you, Ryan Gosling. I love you. Love Blade Runner 2049. What was I saying? Gushing over Magical Girls. It's very much up my alley. I love the magical girl aesthetic. And weirdly enough, I also haven't actually even been able to find a magical girl anime that I actually like really enjoy and stuff. I have watched a little bit of Sailor Moon, but I haven't continued it. I've only watched a few episodes. I do mean to continue it, and I did enjoy those episodes. But I did watch those episodes with someone, and I'm not sure if I'll really enjoy it much, but I'm by myself. I don't know if like it really holds up that well, if it's that strong of a show for me. But I love the magical girl aesthetic. Fan of BDSM. Fan of Yuri. Lover of Yuri. Looks pretty up my alley. I really like Utena. She's the main character. She's kinda an evil. She's on the evil side of the magical girls. There's like an evil magical girl team and the good magical girl team. But I've been watching this shit, and like women kiss, they beat each other up. Mostly like Utena and like her friends like beat the good magical girls up and derive sexual gratification from it. Pretty good. And it ended today, I believe. Whatchamacallit? So I haven't watched that episode, but I have watched the other 12 episodes. It is 13 episodes in total, and I like it. It's one of the better anime that have come out recently. Unfortunately, I have enjoyed it thoroughly. It's a little sad that that's the state of affairs. I'm surprised that I've enjoyed it so much, because usually, despite these interests of mine aligning here, I'm not usually into these kind of shows. Especially with like fluffy shows where there's not really like a substantial plot to it. There is a bit of a plot to it, which is also good. Like, I want Utena and Kiwi to kiss, mostly. That's like my big thing. Like, I'm Kiwi, and then there's Utena. So, hopefully they kiss. Utena also made other girls kiss, and like now they're lesbian. And yeah, that's pretty cool. They're all lesbian, I think. Kind of hard not to be there. But that has been good. I don't know if I would recommend it. If you were into magical girls and you were into BDSM and Yuri, I would recommend it in that circumstance at the very least. I've also watched a little bit of Pat Labor lately, which has been okay. Nothing crazy, honestly. Nothing crazy good. I'm gonna bring up my Annie list if it lets me. I don't remember my username. Or like a scheme for this. The U? I'm trying to type it into the URL because I'm not logged in on Chrome. I could just look on Firefox. It probably wasn't going to bring up my profile. I tried Delicious in Dungeon. Didn't really like it too much. It was kind of whatever. Yeah, I watched like 3 episodes. It was okay. Not really my thing. Bit boring. I watched Frieren. Frieren? Does anyone know how to pronounce that? I don't. But watch Frieren. I watched up to episode 21 according to this. And okay. So this was actually the first season that shocked me. Like, this was like a month or 2 ago when it started airing. A few months ago. Maybe many months ago at this point. I don't know. It was like 2 seasons ago. It's 2 cores. And I was like, wait, this is like a show that's coming out this season. It's really popular, highly rated. It's fantasy. I have to hate this. Like it's usually a thing I wouldn't like. But I watched it and I was like, shit, this is pretty good. Like, it was very, introspective, like, sentimental, a bit philosophical. It was really good. I was really surprised and a bit taken aback about, like, how much I was enjoying it and liking it. Then it just threw it all fucking away. It fucked everything up. Like, this arc started, the next arc started, the big arc, at, like, episode 16 or some shit. And like since 18 or something, and since then, it's just been fucking combat. It's been combat. I fucking hate it. At first it was like, whatever, right? Like they started this like exam type arc, and I was like, okay, whatever. You know, there'll probably be like mind game shit, right? Like this will still be good. This will still, you know, I have some trust. But no, it's not how it happened. They like, how do I say it? They totally lost sight of like what made everything before that good. I don't know if the editor was like, this needs more combat or some shit, but like it was just starting to be episodes and episodes of combat, and like there's barely anything about like thinking or philosophy or like anything that had made before that any good. I mean, interesting. And I think the arc goes on up until like the end of the anime, as far as I'm like I'm on episode 21, and there's 28 episodes, and I'm thinking of just dropping it. Like, my enjoyment has like died. Like my excitement for it has died. Like before like this arc, it was good, but now it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Why did you do this? Why would you like just completely like drain your product of the appeal it had and what made it good? It feels just like any shonen, like, which is ridiculous because it was nothing like that beforehand. It feels like it could be a different writer. It's like, it's so bizarre. And it was good before that. Really disappointing. I don't know if I can go through 7 episodes of that shit. And even if I do, like, for what end? it's not gonna get better. I've heard that this continues. It's like, and I'm no subscriber of the sunk cost fallacy, right? I have dropped shows episode before it ends. So like 7 episodes until it ends, like that's like easiest drop of my life if I want to. You know? It's like, if I'm not gonna enjoy it, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna waste my time. But like, I guess part of me wants to hold on to what I enjoyed of it. It's like, but it was good. It was really good. It had it. It was doing it. But bumbled the bag. Bumbled the bag. But those were the seasonal shows I had watched lately. And hold on one second, I'm just gonna close my window. I'll be like right back. Don't mind if no. Totally normal. I promise everything will be okay. Oh, there we go. But I guess we can talk about next season, maybe? No, maybe now's good. There's a PV I wanted to show. There is a PV of just like a random show that I found while browsing Annie lists, coming out next season. Did I explain beforehand, or should I just play it? Well, here, let me get the thingy up. You know the thingy? This thingy? You know. Ah, shit. Here. Next season? Trending now? What the fuck is this? Is this... I don't know, this is... Oh wait, no, is this Classroom of the Elite? Looks like it. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Because I'm not logged in, it's showing everything in Romanji. I usually use English names for things, to think of things. Here we go. Like, I don't care about this like, all this shit looks the same. It's so... Anime is cooked. I need to get into, like, old film, or, like, Gundam or some shit. Old Gundam shows. Nah, you got it. I've been ranting the fuck off. So don't worry about it. There are actually, looking at this, I do remember, there were another few I was interested in. Like, this is a remake of Spice and Wolf. Which is interesting. There was the meme, never wanted a season 2, never gonna happen. Now it's here. It's happening a lot lately. This isn't a season 2, but the expectation / hope is, they continue adapting after this one. And I didn't really care for the original Spice and Wolf. I will try this just for the sake of, like, its place in the anime culture? Yeah, that works. That makes sense. I'm not sure how the remake quality is gonna be. I haven't really checked out, like, any of the staff here or anything. Chief director and director. I'm never sure how that works. Or director of Yuri is my job. Alright. Interesting. Director of Citrus? Okay. Alright, well, I'm sure it'll turn out. I'm sure it will turn out. Speaking of Yuri, though, this is an anime this is the anime I'm actually most excited for next season. I think it's Whisper Me a Love Song. That's the English title. All I know it's supposed to be good Yuri. And, like, all I really need to know. The last time we got a good Yuri anime was, I think, 2019. I think that's actually when we got both good Yuri anime. Of course, the two good Yuri anime being Kaze-san, that was 2018, and Bloom Into You. It was also 2018. So we got both good, like, Yuri anime in existence in 2018. So if we can get another good Yuri, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be pretty excited. Just from this, like, I don't know, like, synopsis, like, what the fuck do they mean? Are they really useful anymore? Or, like, ever? It did get delayed, and there's some, like, things going around behind the scenes. Hopefully it's alright. I think I looked at the director briefly. Directed Ghost Hunt, I guess. Yeah, this was Kino. Gave him a lot of Yuri experience. This one guy who directed Kaze-san directed like 2 more Yuri anime. So I was thinking maybe it was gonna be that guy. But no, it isn't. But the manga is supposed to be really good. That's what I've heard. So hopefully this is also good. Characters, I mean, they look cute enough. The art style, I don't know how this art style works. Let me just make sure I have my audio settings right really quick. Alright, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, wait. Oh, no, that should still be there. Yeah. Art looks fine. It doesn't look like anything special, really. They seem gay. The girls were training, and one of them falls in love with the human. I don't really read much manga. I don't really like reading manga. There is one Yuri manga I've been reading, which is Does It Count If Your First Time Is With an Android? And I like that one. It's like, it has a lot of hentai in it. But, and it's really good. I was gonna say but it's not but, you know. The hentai makes it better. It is good. At least, at the very least, it doesn't detract from anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but it is a proper manga as far as I'm aware. It does have a plot and shit, you know? I mean, it gets more serious later on. It kind of gets into more serious feelings later on. It's not too long. It's still releasing. It is a bit funny. It is funny to a degree. But it's also, you know, there's also romance things going on, you know? Some, you know, Yuri awakenings. Things happening. Robot girl. She's very nice. Nadeshko. I don't know how to pronounce it. But, and there's the Code Geass movies coming out. But we won't get, I think we're getting those in June. They're releasing on Disney Plus as 12-episode series? Yeah, in June. This is probably gonna be shit. Lelouch of the Rebellion, with the Resurrection, was like, very mid. And like, Code Geass is cool, but it's like, I think we're past. I think anime has moved past Code Geass. He's kind of cute though. He's a little cute. But also, like, when I look at this stuff, it feels like I'm looking at an imitation of Code Geass. Like, it doesn't. I think it's been too long as well. You know, it's like there's a lot of shows having that problem too, because I mentioned, you know, there's a lot of like kind of season 2 nevers coming out nowadays. There's also the issue where it's like, you know, in some of those cases, you know, the never has long since been accepted. You know, time is you know, past. Kind of the iron is far from hot. Like Attack on Titan. This isn't this season 2 never, but things are taking longer to release nowadays, and like the hype by the end of Attack on Titan, I mean, I know it was pretty much dead. I know, at least definitely for me personally, it was dead. Like, you take forever, and it's just people's interest wane. Like Code Geass, like this would have been cool. Like, when did Code Geass originally come out? Like a few years. If this was made a few years after, it would have been cool. But like now, it's like Code Geass is a little bit of a relic. It's basically a Jesus. That was way earlier than I thought. 2006. We have it's a classic status sort of now, and this just looks like it's like we're just past it. I'm repeating myself. I can't coherent this thought, but I think that's fine enough. I didn't like Bocchi the Rock. And there's this remake of the Bartender anime, or readaptation of the manga. I think there's some fans of that, maybe. No, I think one of my friends likes that. Blue Archive in an anime. There's some racing anime here, I guess. Visual looks kind of funky. I'm curious. Oh, they're 3D. I think. I don't like how those cars look. Aki versus Kengong. Aki has been gaining popularity lately, as from what I've seen. I know it was the thing people were into. Shadowverse. Isn't that card game with all the anime girls? What it was? Why is there a little kid? I didn't feel like a kid-focused game from what I saw. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Like Demon Slayer, like Ufotable peaked ages ago. I don't know. People give a shit about Demon Slayer, obviously, but also, like, who gives a shit? Like, it's shit. I don't like Konosuba. Fucking Isekai. No, you're not special Isekai. You're not different. Get the fuck out of my face. Sports. I don't know. No one gives a shit. This is the regular at Magical High School or whatever, right? I think this has also been a while coming. This was in 2020? I never realized he got a season 2. Seasons are pretty far apart. I don't know what this is. I don't like fantasy, generally, just conceptually, honestly, and in practice. It's pretty boring. I think isekais are probably mostly the ones that have that like power, like numbers, power level stuff for the most part. There's definitely like good fantasy anime. It's probably about as common as there being a good anime in any other genre. But actually, I think the proportion of like shitty ones are probably outsized. I think there's a lot of like, I think fantasy is the go-to setting for like a lot of like anime and like light novel writing and shit. So it is pretty oversaturated at this point. So it might be, if you're just purely looking through the haystack, it can be harder to sort through. I'm more into like futuristic type shit, like cyberpunk typically is more my thing. What fantasy anime do I like? Let me go on my any list. Okay, I don't think I have any fantasy anime rated 5 stars. Do I even have any rated 4 stars? Attack on Titan counts as fantasy. Yeah. Giga's fantasy? No. I'm thinking more medieval fantasy here, so I don't really count any of these. Fates stay nice and. Oh, is it stay? I guess if you just count like magic, I'm thinking like the setting. ReZero is fantasy. I like season 1. I enjoyed season 1. That's probably the only thing I got on here above like 4 stars that I'd really consider fantasy. And that's Isekai actually. But it doesn't focus on like it doesn't have any game mechanics. Like you were saying. Yeah, like otherwise yeah, it's just magic. Just magic. It seems like it could be funny. Not sure how I feel about this track history. Frieren could have been a good fantasy anime. Yeah, like Psychopaths. Like that's cyberpunk, that's my shit. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, right? That's what we're gonna title. I love cyberpunk genre shit. I'm glad there's more coming out now, you know? The cyberpunk game really like has done so much for bringing that genre into the mainstream. Which I'm really glad about. Because before, like, it was really hard to find stuff like that. To find cyberpunk anime or shows. Or games. It was very rare. It was pretty rare. Few and far between. But now it's becoming more of a used genre. Which, of used setting. Which I'm very happy about. Very much my thing. And you know, thankfully, it also doesn't seem to be getting oversaturated right now. Despite that, which is also, you know, it's in a pretty good spot right now. You know, we're getting some cool cyberpunk things coming out, and it's not too much, not too little. Megalobox had some cyberpunk elements, which was cool. That's also true, yeah. There were a lot of futuristic stuff that was misattributed to being cyberpunk. I really like the kind of gritty, you know, class themes and the philosophy of it and technology, and, you know, the philosophy of technology and commentary on political systems and capitalism and all that good stuff. Which often somehow flies above people's heads, which is insane. It's like, that's the whole point. I think I could maybe use like a little bit more cyberpunk stuff, but I'm okay with the pace that's coming out. Right? You know, we got good shit coming out right now. I'd love a good cyberpunk CRPG. I know there's Shadowrun, but that's like half fantasy, and I didn't really care for it when I tried it. Seemingly nobody nowadays, am I right, fellas? Ha 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 ha. Those damn TikTokers. It is true, though. Unfortunately. You know, it's a side effect of media being so accessible and so easily consumable is that it's also so easily, like, kind of thrown away or not thought about, or, like, you know, pushed aside, just kind of consumed and gone. You know? Like I've had friends, right? Like, I had this one friend who had like 250 days worth of anime watched. Like we were like really like 16, 17 maybe at the time. And I still have, you know, I have friends, so, you know, like I'm 200, you know, people like 200 plus days watched and shit, like all that shit. It's like, there's not that much good media. There's not that much good anime. It's like, you really gotta think a little about, like, you know, what are you getting out of this? What, what's the meaning of kind of, you know, like, watching this stuff for you? Like, at a certain point, you're not only is the market oversaturated, but you're kind of oversaturating yourself and oversaturating your brain. You know, it's there basically just to be consumed rather than appreciated and thought about and stuff. It's the same shit with, like, people who are afraid to drop things, or like have a policy never to drop something, or like don't drop something after a certain point, or like watch a certain amount of episodes. It's like, you have to have higher respect of yourself, your time, and your opinions. You know, like, don't waste your time, you know, just fucking watching, like, bottom of the barrel shit because what? Like, you started it, like, you decided to try something and you decided you didn't like it, but you're like, you know, you want the +1 on your Annie list or my anime list. It's like the Annie list and my anime, the tools. You know, because like I like rating things, I like remembering that, I like remember what anime I've seen, and like I can easily show other people, you know, like what I have seen. It's not supposed to gamify it. It's not supposed to like give you like a plus fucking, you know, you're not, you know, the instant tension isn't that you get a dopamine rush when you get a +1 or when you hit a certain days watched. It's pleasant, but not when it's artificial, I don't think. I imagine it has to be for those people still because, you know, they do it, but it's like, and if you get to there naturally, like if you just like that shit, you know, you're enjoying all that, like, go ahead. But like, you gotta slow down a little, you know, all that stuff. Yeah. It is. You know, like, I always, like, you know, sometimes people are like, you know, why do you do that when I say this? But, you know, I like, when I go see a movie, typically, I sit for the credits. Like, I sit there, and I think about it. I digest it. I always watch anime EDs, even when I'm binging. Because I use that time to digest the episode. I use that time to think about the episode, to cultivate my feelings towards the episode. And I think that's a very important part. You know, it is, especially if you're binging things, and I'm not much of a binger. It's very rare I do that. And I think that is also like the sort of culture, like, idea of like binging is also very counterintuitive to really digesting something. You gotta give yourself that time, you know, or else it just goes through one ear and out the other, you know, in a way. Not quite, you know, maybe like one eye and out the, I don't know how you'd work that metaphor. So, you know, binge with caution, binge in moderation. Be careful. It easily kind of, and like sometimes like even I, like, you know, when I'm watching something, I'm looking back and it's like, shit, you know, like, I didn't really process this properly. I did that with Kyoso Giga for a long time. You know, it's like 10 episodes of fast-paced, easily confusing and all that, and I watched it for like years. I didn't understand it at all, and I was like, but, you know, the night when I watched it earlier, like this year, like I think late last year, I took time between episodes. You know, I focused on the episodes when I watched it. I thought about it. And I understood it way better. I gave myself a lot more time. I made myself think a lot more about it. And now it's one of my favorite things ever. And I felt that a little bit when I first watched it too. I just didn't understand it. I didn't think about it. It didn't processed in my heart, not my brain. And if you want your brain to be able to process things, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it thought. You can't just, like, you know, like with anime, you know, the subtitles, you can't just like read the text but not process it. You have to put it into that function. This is the anime I wanted to show. Wait, hold on 1 second. I need to open the curtains for this window. This key visual caught my eye. I thought this looked pretty cool when I was looking on the Annulus chart page. I thought this looks pretty cool. It's a visually nice key visual. That makes sense because it is a visual. But lots also just look boring. So, and this is the PV. I don't think I want to show all of this because it's probably going to fuck me over. You know, YouTube and stuff. But I will show snippets here. Like, let's go to here. What I didn't expect is for this to be 3D. When I watch this PV at first from the key visual. But here, let me go like. Oh, this one's really nice. It looks surprisingly good. Like, I really like this scene, specifically that they show here also. I'm up to 4K for better bitrate here. Like, the 3D in this style looks really pretty. And a lot of 3D anime and shows, I feel like they try too hard to be 2D. In a lot of ways. This looks pretty anime, right? But like, the thing that I mean to mention with that is the animation and the movement. This isn't quite like 60 FPS. This YouTube video isn't 60 FPS. But a lot like intentionally jitter or stutter their animation, which can work well for some looks. But I am a fan of like just smoother motion, higher frame rates and that kind of stuff when done natively, when done by actual, artists. And I think this looks really good with how smooth the motion is. I think it gives it a very interesting look. I think it has a very nice art style. I like how the shading is on the models. They're doing some cool things with the camera in those band scenes. Here you can see they're very much taking advantage of the ease of making the characters expressive with the 3D models. Because the thing is, with 2D anime, a lot of the time, because they can't possibly animate every part of a scene, every character in a scene, background, all that shit, whatever. So a lot of time they'll be static. They're static. Like a background can be static, or like a character that's like the primary character will be moving or like talking, whatever, and the other character will be static. But here, like, these characters are in the background, they're blinking while she's talking, she's doing a body movement, she's doing talking movements, eyebrow and all that. They're also making them talk. And they're not talking, they're making them make faces in the background. And that's easier to do in 3D animation because, once you have the model set, it's just a matter of making it move rather than re-drawing or re-animating everything for every expression, every frame. So, and sometimes, they don't take advantage of that as much as they should. But they seem to be here. Which is the thing I love to see. It's the thing Studio Orange does that made Lena the Lustrous, and that's one of the best looking anime ever. And it's 3D CGI, right? I don't know if the plot of this anime is gonna be good. I don't know if this anime is gonna be good. But this PV is, just for visuals alone, it's guaranteed I will be trying this. It looks very pretty. If you look at it, like, I feel like the left model, like the clothing looks a little bit unfinished almost. The lighting's kind of affecting it weird. But like the right person, she looks amazing. She looks great, and she's also really cute. And like what had kind of grabbed me at first was that I noticed when I was watching this PV for the first time, those fingers are 3D. I was like watching this, I was like, wow, they aren't even trying to hide this. Which is an important part of making a good 3D thing, is, you gotta let it be its own thing. You can see here, like, all of them are slightly moving in this scene. If you go here. It's a little subtle, but they are. The mouth looks a little funky, but... very cute, and they aren't... They are clearly, like, still anime-styled expressions. They are very expressive. Cartoonishly so. Right? Like, that's like they got, like, the triangle mouth there. I hope this'll be good. Honestly, I'm not particularly expecting it. Oh, it's just like, I know the main character drops out of high school, a girl is betrayed by her friend, and they make a band. Okay. That doesn't really give you much information. Don't know what the hell's going on here. What has the director done? What is some Love Live stuff? I believe Love Live might be the one. I think they might. A few of the idol anime might do this. They use 3D for the concerts or like performances in those. So that makes sense. The animation on Parappa the Rapper. Fire. And this seems to be an original anime, which is cool. Always love that. Always support that shit. Anything else here? Yeah, this guy's the music producer. Huh? There's some theme song arrangements for some various opening and ending songs. The only other thing he did the music on is... what is this called? Like, sing me a song, something like that. I don't remember the music from it, so I can't speak on that. And Samurai Flamenco, I still haven't seen that. So, I can't speak on that. This is a CG director. I don't know how this looks. I know some of these Magical Girl anime also do 3D CG. That looks CG. Oh yeah, those things look... Oh yeah, they look CG here. It's switching back and forth though. Oh, that's CG. That's definitely CG. It doesn't look bad. It does not look bad. Looks a little weird, honestly, but it doesn't look bad. And this is by Toei Animation, which, like, I get a little bit of, like, hope from it. Mostly because Yoso Giga originally was by Toei Animation. Toei Animation worked with Ryu Matsumoto on it. So that kind of makes me, hope it's like, oh, like original anime doing a unique thing done by Toei Animation. That's kind of, maybe some stars are aligning here. God, I want Ryu Matsumoto back so fucking bad. Guys don't fucking know. Okay, but I really gotta piss. I'm gonna do a BRB. I might need to take my dog out, let her outside. So, yeah. I'll be right back for a bit. I don't know, 5-10 minutes? I'll do BRB screen. I'll run an ad. I'll be back. What's up, fuckers? The fuck was I talking about? I let out my dog. You know how it is. Little litter piss. And I pissed. And I shit. So, you know, it's all good. I don't remember if I finished talking about this or not. I just remember I really had to piss. Where was I? I need to, like, get back on track, so maybe I'll push this aside for now. I did just remember something else I wanted to talk about. Actually, I just remember 2 things I want to talk about. No fucking way! Holy shit. So pog. Okay, where's the new There's a new Monogatari PV for the next Monogatari season. What do you call it? What's Monster season? There we go. So fucking excited. So fucking excited. So fucking hype. God, it's so good. Fucking see this back. God. This is the second anime I've seen recently fucking advertising Haagen-Dazs. And it's so hype also because there's such a fucking banger character lineup. With Yotsugi, who's probably like my favorite character, also that outfit is super fucking cute. And Tsuki? I don't fucking know. Tsuki, whatever. Nadeko? Oh, it feels so good to see this shit back in action. It's been so long. I think the last season was released 2019. Didn't think there was going to be any more, honestly. Hachakuji? And it looks like they're going schizo. I don't know if this is the trailer for Monster Season or Off Season. Monster Season's like the mainline thing. But I love these characters. I love this anime. It's going to be... I hope it's so good. I'm confident that Shaft can still do it. There's been some, concerns over how they seemingly kind of had a staff exodus a few years back. But even after that supposed staff exodus, which I don't really know too much about, they made Pretty Boy Detective Club, which was in a pretty similar style of Monogatari series. And I thought that was great. I think they can still do it. They can also probably pull in people from the other studios to work on Monogatari. Yeah, the visuals in Monogatari are crazy. The art style is awesome. The visuals, they're not like... It's not usually like high tier animation, but it's very it's artistic. It's about how the scenes are composed and directed and framed. It's very beautiful in that way. But then there's also, Kizumonogatari, which just looks beautiful in like every single way. Some of the best animation of like any anime. And I'm pretty sure I've shown this before, but I don't care. Like, I don't know which one of these are going to be spoilers. I'm just going to show the one that's like I always show, or that is always shown generally. If I can find it. I think the very first scene in the movie. Yep. These are like 3 movies. And it looks so fucking crazy good. The absolute animation prowess that were on these 3 movies. And it's also like a pretty different style, art style wise, from the rest of the show. And it looks so fucking good. Where's that other scene I'm thinking of? Might be it. No. It's a really good show. Not for everyone. If you're a stickler about like certain anime tropes being used in any capacity, this won't like work for you. It's a very anime show. Like there's a lot of things that would be considered fan service. But I don't really they don't feel like fan service, at least to me. It's presented in a very different way, I feel like. Usually I mind fan service. Whatever Monogatari does, I usually don't really care. And the writing is like amazing. The writing's amazing. These are adapted based off of novels by Niso Isin, who's amazing. They do amazing stuff. They're like incredibly prolific. And the characters are like not quite unbeat, but nearly unbeatable in terms of their writing quality. And just how much depth they all get, how much shit happens. Like, it is also very philosophical in a lot of ways. It has some really beautiful stuff in there, just meaning wise and writing wise. I don't know if some of this like fan service scenes will fly here. There's one I'm looking for though. The one I'm looking for actually is a fan service scene, sorta. If I can find it. I'm trying to tell from these thumbnails. Oh, I think that's it. Here we go. Here's the fan service scene with these scene we can look at. Look, I'm not really into men, but like Araragi goes kinda hard. Held for oh no, wait, what happened? Held for a message for reason misogyny. I'll allow it. Misogyny is okay, you know, just a little bit. Yeah, like look, it looks fucking. Oh, I love that little animation there of her. She looks so great there. That character animation is so fucking good. I think that's about to show her panties. Okay, no, we're safe. Do they have like? Is there just a general Monogatari tag here? No. Monogatari series. I for the ones that aren't spoilers. Is the first scene of Monogatari Sakuga? I don't know. I see a lot of opening shots here. I might want to open this on my other monitor and screen these before showing. Just to see, like, spoiler-wise, because I don't really want to show spoilers on here. But this is for, like, good animation. This isn't, like, to cover, like, good direction. So, like, I'm not sure how much of that will come through in any of these shots or clips that are on here. It's kind of sad, but the only other way would be like, I don't know, finding some random scene clip on YouTube or something. Anything? Let's look. Is Monogatari. That's a woman taking off her panties. Anything presentable? Ideally a long clip. That's... I'm thinking maybe there's not, I don't know if there's anything I can show here. Oh, that looks super good, but that's way spoilers. Those boobs? I don't know. Never seen boobs before, you know. Can't be sure. My own don't count. Okay. I'm not finding any clips on here that I can really that would really showcase what I'm trying to get at here. Unfortunately. Oh, if they have that one cut though. Wait. Oh, wait. That should definitely be on here. It quite is. It quite is very sinful. Okay, that's feet. How would this not be on here? Was this in the Aurora Monogatari's first season? I don't think it is, though. Okay, yep, that's a woman stepping on him. I'm annoyed that the scene I'm thinking of is seemingly isn't here because there's no fucking way it shouldn't be here. I feel like maybe I'm just like clicking on all the wrong clips here. Like there's something I'm missing. I'm specifically thinking about the opening of a Warrior Monogatari second season. Not the opening like song, but like the opening scene. Maybe it's on YouTube? No. Alright, we're just gonna have to give up on it. Unfortunate, but Monogatari is very, very good. Very, very weird. Very, very anime. Very, very good. And I'm very, very, very excited that they are adapting more. It seemed bleak for a while. Also, like, Bakemonogatari, I think... I don't know if it still is. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is 20... No. I think Bakemonogatari is the best-selling anime Blu-ray of all time. I mean, I remember there used to be a list of all times here, but I don't see it. And did neither of these go back far enough? I don't know what this uses as a source. Oh, here we go. Sure. Oh, okay. I guess that site's down. This is just 2019. All time? Is that Reddit? Help me out here? Here, how about this? Bakemonogatari Blu-ray sales Japan. Numbers? Come on. Gotta be something. Okay. This was 12 years ago. Oh, that's okay. Let me delete this. Here's one source. Originally contains machine translation. Okay. Are there any numbers here? The sheets? Come on. Internet really doesn't want to give me what I'm looking for at this time. Whatever. Pokemon Monogatari original Blu-ray in Japan was like one of like the top selling anime. I think the top selling anime Blu-ray of all time as when it released. I don't know about now, which is what I was trying to find out. But I guess we will not know. Unfortunately. Do we have anything else anime related to talk about? Is there anything coming out? We just went over that. I think I'm covered on anime. Though, there was one other thing that I wanted to show earlier that I did not because I forgot. And I don't think I've shown this on stream before. This is my writing site. I post like my notes here and shit. Like, this is easier to show, right? I have a bunch of posts on here. Like, these are kind of like a blog, kinda. It's mostly non-personal stuff. It's mostly like about things and topics. Like, my opinions on Arcane episode 1 and 3. I've taken extensive, like, I call them notes. For a while. Both varying in extensivity about, like, you know, some of the media that I watch. I also do diary entries, but those are private. And just thoughts on some random things. And I created this site as an archive for that and to publish, you know, the other stuff I write in the future. And to do some blog things. Like here, like I did link this with the announcement here. This is where I posted this. So instead of, you know, like relying on like a Fediverse account that one day might go down, you know, I can have like this link directly to something that I control. And like here, you can see some of my writings. This is something that I did semi-recently, right, in 2023, about Unbeatable White Label, which is a game that I love, demo that I love. And there's also tags, which we can sort by, like if I want to like look at all the medium length posts, I want to look at all the posts that are from the Fediverse, because I also like, if I write something that I end up liking on the Fediverse, I may make that a post on here to like archive it. And I have some rankings on here, like these are my favorite openings and endings of all time. Would go through these, I'd probably get killed by like 50 different like fucking distributors, even if I don't play the music. But yeah, Kyoso Giga is the best opening ever. That's undoubtable. That's true. Also from Welcome to the NHK, even though I don't really care for Welcome to the NHK that much. This is the first time that I put a Cruel Angel's Thesis on my favorite opening list. And I can go to ranking/ratings here. And I can see all the other sort of these types of posts I made. Like, in here, I have an image post. Here are my ratings for Eurovision 2021 that I did at the time. You can see, this is, even though I made this site recently, they're dated, you know, by when I wrote them. And this is if I don't know when. They're at 2000. I don't know when I wrote it. Like, here's an old favorite openings and endings. We'll compare it. Pretty cool stuff. Gives you some related posts. Got some copyright at the bottom. Got some, and you can subscribe to it via RSS. So if you have an RSS reader, you can subscribe to it. If you want to subscribe to this somehow, you don't know how, you can get an RSS reader, maybe give you notifications or something. If you want. It isn't too hard. I don't know what else I could do with that. Like an email newsletter, who the fuck wants that nowadays? It sounds horrible. Like, just use RSS if you really want to, right? And then if we go back, the earliest dated note in 2017. Oh shit, that doesn't work. Oopsie. I need to fix that. You can see this one's a longer one. I have some long ones, mostly about FLCL. Almost all about FLCL. But yeah, check out this site. It's notes.bluesdriveamelia.space. I'm trying to push this a little bit more. This exists, and I like this. Honestly, I prefer writing. I like writing. I like it better than streaming, I think. I was originally writing a post about that girls band cry anime, but I decided to be better in stream form, just to be able to show things. But I'd like this to become more of a thing eventually. I post as inconsistently as I stream, if not more so, just to be clear, so like, don't have any better expectations here. The only place where like I post like semi-consistently is the Fediverse, because like I put like not much effort on those for the most part. I just shoot shit out sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes it's a banger, sometimes it's not so much a banger. Have I watched any other live action stuff lately? I may transition to playing a game here soon, as I'm running out of the pre-planned topics that I wish to discuss. I have a track.tv account, which is what I use to keep track of live action stuff, but I don't really like the site, so I don't really use it that much. I don't really use it to keep track. Oh, I meant to search some more content creation things. I remember that. So this is the site. I read it like slight little bit. Not too much. But what I wanted to show was the memes. Wait, no, I didn't. I already showed that. But you can see all the things here. All the errors. I'm scared of a Twitch. Where's the other? Oh, am I okay? I'll cut that. It's okay. We're good. We're fine. There's no problems here. Oopsie. It's fine. We're good. Will I be able to, if I... No, it was of known origin. I knew that was there. I just wasn't thinking. I put that there. I put that on the site. Oopsie. I should probably also... Oopsie. It was an oopsie whoopsie. Yeah, it was foolishness. It was like 0.5 seconds. Hopefully I can upload this to YouTube. When I upload it to YouTube, I'll just cut that bit out. It should be fine. Oopsie. Maybe that's a sign to like do some gaming instead. I'm getting into dangerous territory. The web browsing. Anything else I wanted to talk about? No, it's fine. I was originally gonna do a Last Epoch stream, but I was like, no, I don't want to. But no, I didn't say it. No, I was like, no, I'm up for chatting. That's what I was thinking. Do I want to do Last Epoch now? Oh no. Let me look at my games list here. Hold on, fellas. Let me take a look-see. There's Bomb Rush, but like I'm kind of starting to associate Bomb Rush with like bad feelings, because like my last 2 streams I ended early because I started randomly feeling physically sick. So like I almost don't want to play it now. Like I'm a little scared. I want it to happen again. I want to get sick, and when I play it, when I think of it, it's like I just think of like, oh, I'm sick. Last Epoch is fun. I'm playing the Sentinel right now. I haven't playing too much of it like the past like week or so. Satisfactory. I don't want to play Satisfactory. Why did I say that? I really wanted a strategy game. I wanted to play another strategy game. I really want a good politics game. There isn't really one. The political process is very good, but it's kind of not that fun. So I finished Hi-Fi Rush recently. I had pretty mixed feelings on it. That I like popping open like rhythm games sometimes just to like chill. Like I like doing a little bit of Hatsune Miku. Not the vibe right now though. Probably gonna do Last Epoch. Yeah, we can do Last Epoch. A bit. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go for. I am getting food soon, but I don't know if I'm gonna be ending when that happens or not. Maybe I'll like stay, but maybe I'll like go and eat and never come back. Possible. Here, hold on. Alright, let me get Last Epoch set up. I'm surprised I've been able to stream this long because like I think my last two streams have been short. I haven't had the energy. But I'm doing okay. I talked a lot. I'm happy I was able to. I am proud of myself. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. What's the thingy-mabobber? No more window capture. That's scary. Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind to say. Why am I muted here? Wait. Why was I muted there? Was I muted the whole time for screen capture? No, I wasn't, right? You guys, you heard me on the screen capture before, right? Oh, I have my mute button set to mute there, and I forgot. I was talking the whole time, right? When I was on the screen capture before? Oh god. Okay, thank god. Oh man. Fucking off flashbacks. Oh man. I've had some audio issues in my time. Okay, oh shit. Wait, I accidentally just left this area I wanted to be in. You hear the game now though, right? Alright. I'm still pretty early on with this build here. It's a pretty chill game to play to be able to still talk and shit. I'm like, what level am I? Where the fuck do I see my level? I'm 12. I'm level 12. I have a Primalist that's like level 50s. But like I got to the levels 50s and I was like, and I kind of got to a point where I was like, shit, I don't know how to change up this build, you know, like, and like, kind of configure this build in a way that I enjoy. And so I end up kind of giving up on that build. I also have, I think I have a mage that's like level 20 or something, level 23. This was like the first thing I played with. This game is pretty fun. The game kind of the darkness of the game kind of contrasts with my overlay here. The musing. You remember how to play. I think I want to be what's the thing? Forge Guard, maybe? I've heard good things about Forge Guard. It seems fun. I'm not really into like I don't care about like the leaderboards and shit, and like I'm still kind of like mixed feelings on like having to make new characters all the time, especially for like the cycles. This is kind of the first ARPG I'm getting a bit into. Like a lot of this this stuff and these concepts are pretty new to me. Yeah, fuck you. I'm part of the Circle of Fortune Guild. Pretty cool. There's like a Merchants Guild and a Thingy Guild. Circle of Fortune. One's for like, you know, trading, one's for whatchamacallit. Kind of loot. Like increasing loot chances. It's interesting. I need to add a loot filter for this guy because I don't really need to care about like whatchamacallit. Blue items at this point. I'm kind of weak. I'm a little weak right now. I'm level 288 and getting killed. Okay, I don't think you can get to level 288. I do find the chats in these games entertaining. I like fucking around in chats that like aren't intended to be general social chats. I like just like generally socializing there. I don't know what it is. It's more appealing than going to like a dedicated place for it. It's like fun. It's funny. It's fun. You know, trying to like, you know, like, and like striking up a conversation in games voice chats and shit. I don't know. Something about it. I can dig. Oh, the captain's ring. BattleBit is awesome for voice chat. I played some like yesterday, or the other day. That game is so much fun with voice chat. I really wish they didn't endorse the US military, but like capitalism's gonna capitalism, right? Kinda had to like, you know, be like, alright, well, gotta move on. gotta just deal with it. There's already so few things I enjoy. I really want to let the US military take this one away. Blah. Feel a little underpowered. Oh wait, I should probably like change my stream thing that I'm playing last Epoch. Hold on, let me kill this guy and like update my like stream shit. Let's see. Well, I'm actually thinking, do I feel like playing last Epoch? Happens all too often. That's very true. That's very true. Thankfully, they're not forcibly taking BattleBit. They're making BattleBit military members only, veterans only. New training program. You know, I would. No, yeah, I think I would play Bomb Rush. But I'm feeling like I'm gonna kind of want to chill when I get food. And that's gonna be pretty soon. So maybe actually fuck last Epoch. And, we gear up for ending. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's the play. I mean, this is a longer stream than I've done in a decent little bit. Yeah, sorry I didn't end up playing it much. Yeah, I mean, it's an ARPG at its core. And I mean, I don't really have like any of the fun abilities or like cool shit yet. Really, I'm pretty low level on that character, right? So it's like, but it is, I mean, it's a simple gameplay, like combat loop, right? It's about like, you know, ARPGs, you know, they're about like, you know, builds and shit, you know, you get building it the way you want. You like it and all that. I'm curious as to in my last 2 streams, this is longer than like my last 3 streams. So that's good. I consider this stream a win. And this is my first chatting stream in like since November. Whoopsie whoopsie. No, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right. Oh yeah, they definitely could be made that way. I'm more so explaining how it is, I suppose. Not necessarily how it should be. But yeah. I am going to I leave now, I suppose, and get ready to leave. I thank you people who decided to watch the new model and me. The new model's very pretty. Feel free to make porn of this model, regular art, whatever. Maybe don't have me show it on stream accidentally. I mean, you wouldn't have me do that, but I might do it. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to like take this VOD down after to edit it. Oopsie. I don't know if I can edit it within Twitch. There's my website, Blues Drive Amelia. You can see all the shit on there. My links, my Twitch, my VOD, YouTube, tipping, Ko-fi. I got Ko-fi. Want to give me money? I like money. I like money. We have to, unfortunately. Capitalism, as we have spoken about. Is there anything else? I haven't. I swear I had like one more link on my thingy. No, it's homepage, YouTube, Twitch, and Ko-fi. So follow my Fediverse account, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go eat pizza. Actually, we will see if there's anyone to raid, because I just remembered we can raid people. Yeah, Taijiro. I follow Taijiro. I can raid Taijiro. Taijiro's cool. They do cool art stuff. I probably won't stick around there for too long, but their visuals are fucking awesome. Alright. Start that raid. Okay. And say hello. Sometimes I see like other people rate other chats and they're all like, like, it's like, oh, like, X-rate, I don't do that shit. Just say hi to Taijiro. See what's up. He's a cool dude. You can follow him. Alright. I'll see y'all whenever the fuck I decide to stream next.